Hi guys, welcome yet to another vlog. I've got new hair. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this hair in a full view. But I'm not here for that. Welcome to another video. If you are new here, I am Vuyokazi Manyamalala and welcome to the family. I'm hoping you love the content and you will stay by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. If you're a returning viewer which hasn't subscribed, I think I'll wait for you to subscribe. Alright, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back to the channel and clicking on the video. So today I'm finally going to go see the dietitian that I mentioned in the previous video, and today was my first consult, for her to understand what do I eat on a daily basis and how much of a portion do I eat. And what I like about her is she actually brings a plate, like a normal size plate, and she's more or less got like modeled food portions. I don't know how to explain it, but if you talk about a drumstick, she puts a drumstick on the plate, but it's like a silicone type, so that she's able to sort of create the ideation of the type of meal that I have. And like I'd say I eat spaghetti, even if I say it's like whole wheat. If I say half a cup, she'll put a half a cup one. If I say 1 cup, she'll put a 1 cup, because she's got in pieces. And it was actually great to have that conversation. Just had no, that's a bit too much, or that's too little, that's not how much I would plate and eat. So today we had that conversation, and then the follow-up conversation that we're gonna have on Monday, so today's Thursday, follow-up conversation we're gonna have on Monday will be her explaining how I eat. So she'll look into the type of food I eat. And the great thing is that if I say I eat at Nando's and I eat this type of meal when I go to Nando's, she's going to look into that type of meal, like what ingredients go into that meal, and so that she's able to explain to me that, hey, this works, this doesn't work for me. And I'm actually looking forward to it because it's going to help me. And as much as I do calorie counting, I also want to get a medical professional's view to sort of understand exactly, do I think I'm eating enough? Are the 3 glasses of wine actually great, or are they just like an entire day's worth of food? So that's the next consult that I'm going to have with her. I'm looking forward to it. And the great thing about that is that I'm also going to be getting the meal plan, and I'll be kickstarting the journey. Yeah, I'm quite excited actually. And I was sad to see the body fat percentage. I'm hesitant to share it actually. I was sad to see, I'm actually not going to share it now, I'll share it later on once it improves. I was excited to see it. I wasn't excited. I was in a point where I'm comfortable with seeing whatever the number would be, but I was shocked to see how high it has grown from the past 2 years. Yeah, so I'm like really excited and looking forward towards working on it and reducing it, and I know it will ultimately also reduce my total weight. I'm actually very scared of looking how I looked 3 years ago or 3.5 years ago. Yeah, but anyway, I'll do it. I'm busy making some muffins, and she said a muffin needs to be a certain size, so I want to show you guys the muffins that I'm making. It is a joke, so let's go and look at the muffin. So my dietitian says this is how big a muffin should be. How ridiculous. Hey guys, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Papa, as long as muffins. Chonga. Full stop. Got his pod. That sounds too much, my friend. It's so shaky this time. I know these things are very small, Baba. How to eat these tiny muffins. It's literally the size of my nose. How to eat it. Dietitian yami ngaka. No, give me that right. Taking this muffin to London. Hey, what you got? You can't cream.
Okay, ready when you are.
I hope I win.
You will. Good job. Right, you ready to go back? To the side. And eyes in. Lovely. Good.
I'm making myself a salad. So we're going to do this. Perfect ever. Put this away. So just feeling eating from the bowl. So tomato, chicken, and enough. So I went to go see the dietitian this morning and I got my results. So my results are primarily just based on a typical day of my life, like what I'd eat and how big the portion size is, which is what we had discussed last week. Thursday when I went to see her for the first consult. When she looked at like a typical day that I sort of brought up to her, which was like me eating all bran with low fat milk and then maybe have a muffin and me, which was have so for breakfast I described it as having all bran, like a cup, half a cup, between half a cup and a cup, and low fat milk, like a cup or half a cup depending on the ratio, and then I'd have maybe a bran muffin, a banana later on, and then for lunch I'd have like broccoli. So I'm looking down because I'm trying to read. So then for lunch I'd have like broccoli with whole wheat couscous and maybe like a chicken drumstick and some gravy because couscous is generally dry. And then I'd later on like snack on like a handful of almond nuts, and then in the evening I'll have like whole wheat spaghetti or macaroni with beef mince and some frozen vegetables. So that's typically what I sort of mentioned a day would be like. That's if we're not eating out, and really making sure that we do cook for that day. So the plan is that sort of reduce my food portions. So I'm reducing the protein. So instead of having like a handful of protein, I'm gonna have like a palm, which is like this size, the palm of the hand, or have what is considered the fingers. And then for fat, which is like me, to have like less than 30% of fat. And then on carbs, I generally eat about 42% based on the whole wheat food that I eat throughout the day. So she wants to put me on 52% of my diet to sort of be carbohydrates. So the carbs would be fruits, it will be vegetables, it will be your pasta and your rice. It's not necessarily saying that pap and this is carbs, but like that and other different types of fruit. So the plan is to sort of decrease all of like these different food groups. Ultimate goal is to decrease my body fat percentage. I think I want to share actually like how big I weigh. I think about 4 weeks ago I was weighing 89.7 kilograms, and then last week Friday when I went for a weigh-in I was weighing 87.1, and I'm about 159 centimeters tall. So I've got a BMI that's considered overweight and a body fat of like 45%. Okay, so so these are my stats. I don't know, I can read them. So those are my stats. So from my 87.1 kilograms, about 39.3 of that is fat in weight. So here's my calculator. I'm so tired. Okay. So my actual weight is 87.1, and of that, body fat of 45.1, and that's about 39.3 kilograms of my total body weight in fat. That's out of the 87 kilograms. I'm actually only having a closer look at it now, apart from the fact that she explained it earlier on this morning. And then the expected healthy range of body fat is 21 to 33%. So she wants me to be about 28. She says generally females are most confident with a body fat percentage of 28. And 40, females' body fat percentages are generally higher than men because we are rounder, and men require much more leaner body, and the body fat percentage for them is usually much lower than ours. So the goal, I can't believe this. So the sort of expected recommended weight, depending on my bone structure and my actual height and age, should be between 48 kilograms and 61. Am I not gonna look sick? But guys, you know what, at this point I have a goal weight, but at the same time I've got a goal body composition more than I have a goal weight. So I know where I need to cut down on fat, like stomach, the thighs, cheekbones, and a bit of this and a bit of the arms, so in order for me to get to my goal weight. So the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to ensure that I celebrate my weight. Actually, I want to show you guys something. I hope I'll be able to show you. Let me push this chair backward. I hope you'll be able to see. Okay, not be able to see. I'm going to move this backward. So I'm actually using my watch to ensure that. Okay, so in a simple example is that this pair of shorts like used to be very tight, and now like my hands like layered can sort of go in. Like I've lost amount of weight. The fact that like it's so loose that it can easily go down. So for me, that's the first win. But I've set a goal that after every 6 kilograms that I lose, I'm definitely going to be dropping like a dress size. So maybe from, what size do I wear now? I'm so tired. So I've set a goal that after every 6 kilograms that I lose, I'll celebrate that, but I won't celebrate that by eating like a bowl full of prawns or some fat steak or beans to sort of celebrate, because that's my comfort food. I'm just going to celebrate like with another healthy meal, but I'm just going to celebrate the fact that I was able to get to that goal. So yeah, I just thought I should do that check-in with you guys, that the goal is to get the body fat percentage to 28%. My next weigh in is in 2 weeks time. It's the week of the 24th, I think, 24th of March, 2-3 weeks time, 24th of March. Sort of see if there's a change. I'm really trying to sort of lose weight. I think in the earlier video, the video just before this one, you would have seen myself preparing myself a salad. I learned today that I can't put olive oil and avocado because they're both sort of fat components into the meal, so I need to let go of that. At time, I really love dressing my salads with olive oil, but that's a lesson. So you know what, my lunchtime is almost over. What I'm gonna do now is just gonna continue working. I think I'm gonna squeeze in an exercise in about 2 hours time. I'm gonna squeeze in an exercise and then I'll be back with a meal prep as I'm going into the office tomorrow. So I want to prep lunch and dinner for tomorrow and Wednesday. What time is it? 5. It's 8 and I'm just crossing fingers I don't get load shedded. But I'm just here to say today was day 1 of meal planning or mindful portion eating, as per, well, actually not as per my dietitian, but as I would sort of mention it, and it was great. I don't know, I think I'll try and put a snippet of it over here. I'll try and put a snippet of it over here, or like I'll see where I put it. I tried to do meal planning recording last night, but I don't think it was successful, because wow, it takes a lot having to be cooking and ensuring that the camera angle is proper so that it can capture the food. But alas, last night I sort of ensured that I'm packing lunch for today's lunch and today's dinner, and it was successful. I'm happy with the fact that I ensured that I eat in portion in accordance to how much I'm supposed to eat, and I actually was full. So what I'm gonna do next week is that I'm gonna try and do a day on my plate, so sort of do a food vlogging. That will be the next update, to sort of show you the different food portions that I would eat, and how I would plate it, because I mean every day it's going to be different. Every meal is sort of going to be plated differently. So I'm going to take you guys on that journey, and I'm really hoping that I will really work towards ensuring that I lose my weight. But my first goal is to ensure that I reduce my body fat percentage. I'm really hoping that in 2 weeks time, on the 24th, that I do come back with results that are promising, that I'll be able to be proud of. Even if it means I lose 0.3% of the body fat percentage, that would be a great win. So that's what I'm striving for now, and I do hope that this video was informative, and really hit that like button, and I'm also actually looking forward to ensuring that I do take you on this journey, as I had promised last week. that we try and lose this weight together, or try and motivate each other to sort of lose this weight. Until next week, bye for now.